After 8 months, this is not a new sight. The battle to take back Mosul from the self-proclaimed Islamic State has been raging for close to 1,000 days, when their face swept through northern Iraq like a plague. What still remains will be some of the most difficult and dangerous fighting for the Iraqi forces. They are not alone, however. The US-led coalition has been a steady presence, conducting thousands of airstrikes and providing intelligence. But they have been increasing their work on the ground with Iraqi forces. Here at Patrol Base Foundry, US soldiers are working directly with the Iraqi Federal Police to push IS out of Iraq's second largest city.
We're in Mosul, actually. We're at the airport on the south end of Mosul. We're about 5 or 6 kilometers from the front line of the federal police.
Do you have any closer positions to the front line?
Yeah, we have some other units that are a little bit closer, but they are still well behind the forward line of troops. There's people bleeding almost every day up there. There is back and forth fighting.
Keeping watch at all times, the small group of American troops here know a quiet day is not a reason to drop their guard.
So the timing of Old City is really dependent on a lot of things. It's especially dependent on the popular support for ISIS within that, and if there is any, we definitely encourage any civilians in the area to rise up against ISIS. Constantly keeping in mind reduction of civilian casualties. So to explain that, the faster they push and the more force they use to defeat ISIS, the more likelihood there is that there will be civilian casualties. However, the slower they go, they will reduce civilian casualties, but they leave the civilians under the subjugation of a barbaric organization that is ISIS for longer.
The fighting inside Mosul is rapidly reaching the beginning of the end. But what remains is a tight urban area, riddled with thousands of civilians, even though thousands have already fled. What will remain of Mosul after the battle is completed? Who will protect the city and its war-weary population? For Iraqi forces, especially the federal police, there is no end in sight. Feras Kilani, BBC News, Mosul.